I shouldn't have let him in. That thought keeps replaying in my head, but at the time, it felt harmless. It was raining, not heavy, just enough to make everything slick and reflective. I was leaving a friend's apartment around 11:30 p.m. Ordered an Uber. Driver name, Carlos. Rating, 4.98 stars. Everything seemed normal, until it wasn't. He pulled up, rolled the window down slightly, and smiled. "Hey, you're Alex, right?" I nodded and got in. The first red flag was small. He locked the doors manually after I closed mine. Most cars auto-lock. This one didn't. He adjusted both mirrors, not toward traffic, toward me. I told myself I was overthinking it. 10 minutes in, he missed the highway entrance. "Oh, shortcut," he said quickly, but the app didn't update. We were heading away from downtown, toward industrial blocks. That's when he asked, "Do you live alone?" I lied. "Roommates." He smiled slightly. "Smart." The silence after that felt intentional. We pulled into a dim loading dock area. He put the car in park, but didn't unlock the doors. I tried the handle. Locked. He didn't look at me. "You don't have to pretend you're calm," he said quietly. My heart started pounding so loud I thought he could hear it. "I'm ending the ride," I said. "No one can hear you out here," he replied. Not angry, not loud, just informative. That's when I realized something. He wasn't improvising. He was controlling the pace. I hit the unlock button again. This time it clicked. I didn't wait. I threw the door open and ran. He didn't chase me. That's what still scares me. He just sat there, watching, like he knew someone else eventually wouldn't run. Everything seemed normal until it wasn't. It was 1:15 a.m., airport pickup, long flight. I was exhausted. Driver, Malik, 4.97 stars, clean SUV. About 5 minutes into the ride, another Uber pulled in behind us at a red light. It stayed behind us for 3 turns. I told myself I was being paranoid, and Malik slowed down. The SUV behind us slowed too. My stomach tightened. Malik didn't seem concerned, didn't even check the mirror. That's when my phone buzzed. AirDrop request from nearby iPhone. I declined it. 30 seconds later, another request, this time with a photo preview. It was me, sitting in the back seat, what taken from behind. My throat went dry. The SUV was close enough to see into our car. Malik finally glanced in the mirror, then looked at me. "You know him?" he asked casually. I shook my head. He didn't look surprised. The SUV flashed its headlights once. Malik didn't speed up, didn't change lanes. That's when it hit me. They weren't reacting, they were coordinating. I opened the app. The ride was still active, but location sharing had paused. No signal. The SUV pulled up beside us briefly. The driver lifted his phone, smiled. Malik turned onto a darker side street. That was it. I unbuckled and screamed, "Stop the car!" He hesitated. Just enough. I grabbed the handle and jumped out while we were still rolling. The SUV didn't follow me. It followed him. I never got an explanation, but sometimes I wonder, how many rides happen where both drivers already know each other? I realized too late that I was trapped, not because the doors were locked, because the ride had already ended. It was 12:40 a.m., downtown pickup. Driver, Daniel. 4.97 stars. He greeted me by name before I got in. Sex, 1.3. Normal. Sex, 1.0. We drove for 10 minutes. Sex, 1.2. Then my phone buzzed. Ride complete. But we were still moving. 3 miles from my apartment. "Hey, it says the ride ended," I said carefully. "Glitch," he replied calmly. "No GPS tracking, no active ride. Just me in his car." "You live alone, right?" he asked softly. "Sex. I have roommates." He smiled faintly. "You hesitated earlier. People only hesitate when they're lying." My chest tightened. He wasn't guessing. He was analyzing. We stopped at a red light. Empty intersection. "I know you don't," he added quietly. The light turned green. He didn't move. "You don't have to be scared," he said. "I'm not a bad guy." That's when I pressed the emergency button. His eyes flicked to his screen. "You don't need to do that," he said. I hadn't said anything, which meant he knew exactly what I was thinking. The car accelerated slightly, not fast, just enough to show irritation. 2 minutes later, police lights appeared behind us. He didn't panic. He sighed, like I'd inconvenienced him. The ride doesn't appear in my history anymore. It's like it never happened. But sometimes, when I see a driver with a near-perfect rating, I wonder how many other people hesitated before answering his questions.